Well, it's a spot like this where if we had some wet paper in our hands and it was a sunny day, we'd probably, you can hear that sound, we'd probably get a rack on wheels and just sit here for the day and turn it into like an oven. And that's the kind of innovative circumstances that we would find ourselves in as a paper workshop, you know. You can hear the sound, right? Like there's a little sound, there's a sound to it. It's because there's air. It's not hot air, it's not warm at all. It's actually just a little bit warm, and that's good enough. That's good enough to dry paper, you know. So, you know, that's just perfect. And it's right here at the side of the building, just out of nowhere. You know, we can make use of that with our, you know, paper projects and workshop, just to know where vents like those are, you know, expelling, I guess, the air from the inside of this building, and we can use it for industrial use. You know, that's all we need, just air blowing to dry something like paper, and that's good enough. So if we can mark the spot of places like those, it can be very useful to recycled paper arts. And as you can see, it's just right there in the middle of nowhere. And that's what you call creativity. Make use of it. I think I do remember marking that spot in my head, and I said, you know, I'm just gonna come back to it. Hey. Oh, I can hear another one. Oh, that's just the air conditioner. So I'm on my way to the library. Just to upload some videos once again. And you are tuned into Backwards Rider reality show. Connecting with people who are awake, their third eyes open, and along those lines, they're just not listening to the Word of God. They're actually finding out how to get back to it. And I can see a backwards rider way up ahead. It's a little bit hard to see because of the distance. We're going to be pointing our cameras to our audience, to our market, and to the industry. We're going to be pointing the cameras to the world, because we have work to do, and it's not done. It won't be finished until the cycles are complete. I am a watchdog for the children of light. I am here to make sure that those who need help, they get the help that they need. And I'm not talking about the kind of help that you keep helping them, and they can't help themselves. No, we're not talking about that kind of help. That's not real help. The kind of help you need, it's just a one-time thing, and that help that you got, you are able to, you know, help yourself. That's what we're looking for. Open windows, open doors. Just like this open sky. See how open that is? That's a life. There's life out there. We don't need to argue about that. Is there life out there?
Is there what?
Is there life out there?
Oh, I'd say so.
It's just an open space. It's been a long time issue, isn't it?
I'd say so.
Thank you.
Good one.
You too. So yeah, there is life out there, man, and we don't need to be fogged up in the brain anymore. It's not foggy. So as more and more people come out openly and start to say, yes, there is, why not voice it? Why not Just say it, not in your head, but to someone out in the open. You know. I guess these guys are the ones that's keeping down the hydro system from breaking loose. I think they came from that building. Who knows? Maybe I'm right. Maybe they're connected to the people that are hardwiring this place and charging people for what's supposed to be free. But this is the work that I'm talking about, and it's coming to a close. So whether these people give up or give in after all that sufferation, it's still going to be done. Whether we get help from up there or we do it ourselves somehow, it still needs to be done. It's just like going to the washroom. Do you need to go to the washroom? Yes or no? If you do, you better go. Or else, if you don't, it's not going to be nice. It's something like that, isn't it? We are children of light. And I've sung it before and said, who's going to pay for the daylight bill that's shining all around the world? Who's paying for that right now? Guess what? No one is paying for it. So then it goes back to, why are people being charged for what seems to be like the same kind of source, this source of light? Well, you know, I just passed BC Hydro, and I'm not going to be afraid to say any hydro, whatever name that they call themselves. So these people are actually holding people back and saying, oh, you have to pay for this and you have to pay for that. You know. I guess someone has to pay for the damage of the environment. Who's that going to be? Who's going to do that? Who wants to volunteer to fix the environment and pay for it? What, maybe the people that are destroying it? Maybe? But how do we let them pay? How? Oh, well, you know what? It's already been written how they're going to pay. And if they can't make the connection of the scriptures and how it plays out, you know, I'm not going to feel sorry because I don't need to. Because I fully understand. I understand it myself. And I've been always wondering about it up until the point where I didn't have to wonder anymore. So this is Canada Post, Operations Vancouver. Canada Post, Operations Vancouver. And like I was saying before, you know, we have email. Excuse me, we have email. How come Canada Post is still in operation? We have email. Why does Canada Post still exist? I know, but why do they still exist when we have email?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
There's waste of paper. People are in their trucks destroying the air that we all breathe.
But these computer things wasting your brain.
How?
Oh my God, you don't know that one?
It's not.
Oh, then you guys are dependent on the computer.
Yeah, but this is air that we all breathe. You see, you can argue blue in the face to some of these people who are comfortable with their job. And that's why, you know, we just need intervention. We need the collapse of the system that's making so many people suffer. You know, more people suffer. She's saying that the computer is hurting your brain. Oh my God. Obviously, she needs more education. She needs to be educated about eternity, you know. we're not trying to knock anyone. We're just actually trying to help people who actually can recognize the help and take it as it is, and without at all making excuses for an upgrade or technology that works for the most part. You can't beat that. You write an email and you send it in 1 second and it reaches that person. You write a letter, you try to get it to the person and it takes days. So which one do you rather? You know, this is called a degree of separation, you know. A degree of separation. So there's the Vancouver Central Library right across the road. It looks like a circle. Well, I was back there. I was talking to it seemed like a baby boomer man. They're the toughest heads that you can knock without getting a proper, you know, without getting common sense. You can't get a common sense answer. Like if I was a kid, a 5-year-old kid, and I said that to her, she feels like she can say that to the kid, and that kid will just take it in and feel good. That kid is the next generation, so it's not gonna sit well. Especially if most of us know that, you know, no. It's just people's ignorance. That's why some of these people are still have their jobs that they do, or still have a company that operates the way that they do. So, anyways, we're moving right along. See you guys soon. I hope.